Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Lower Makefield Township Electronic Media Advisory Committee meeting for Tuesday, October 22nd, 6 p.m. at the Township Building. I'm Jill Arnaitis, the chair. With us, we have committee members Fred Young and Vice Chair David Kelleher on the call. We're meeting today especially to go over a long-term plan for a single resident sign-on for our website and for the Park and Rec software. We're following up from our discussion from last meeting. We've compiled some statistics that were requested by the supervisors to take a look at, and we will talk about how we want to move forward. So Fred and Dave, did you get the email that I just sent with that information, the different statistics?
Yes, I have it.
Yes, do you want me to share that with everyone on the screen?
How would I do that?
I can do it. I'll do it. No, I'll do it.
Oh, you will. Okay.
That's
all right.
fine.
Thank you. Sure. That would be great.
So, share and Emacs strategy. All right, everyone should see that.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes. So as you can see, this is kind of giving us an idea of all the different sign-ons that we use for different township services. And it gives some pretty interesting numbers here. So on the website, there are 387 users that have signed up for a login. For a Community Pass, which is what Park and Rec uses, the program that they use to register people for the pool and the dog park and so forth. There are 23,071 resident users. Constant Contact, which is the email program, people have signed up for emails to receive news and information from the township, 13,898 resident users. And then this number, Court Reserve, I'm not quite sure what that is. That's 427. Then OpenGov is what people use to when they're applying for permits online through the township website. That's a different platform. So there are 2,110 users, and that also includes not just residents, but contractors. And then the other program that's like a community engagement platform is Zencity. And they didn't have a number readily available for this meeting. So we have requested it from them, though. So that kind of gives you an idea of, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sign-ons that people have to access, township tools and so forth. Then some other questions that came up. Number 2 there on the list. Do we have non-police data systems that store data that's only accessed by internal township employees, such as tax systems, et cetera? So it's just saying here that some of the, the payroll and finance management is accessed by the finance department. All the taxes are managed by one employee, Becky. And then Community Pass and OpenGov do take credit card information, but they don't save the information, and the township staff does not have access to account numbers after the transaction is complete. So,
Jill, getting back to numbers and as far as system, the socials aren't included in that. So you have Facebook on the township, on the pool side, and I think not the pool side, Park and Rec side. And then you also have a YouTube page that's the township has. And I believe there's also Instagram on the Park and Rec side also. So there are numbers there as far as reaching out to people.
Yes, that's very true. But I think what they were looking for with these specific things is that these are platforms that people sign on to access township services. Like you have your own Facebook login that's separate from the township. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. But I mean, as far as
just saying
people, I mean,
I know.
Yeah. For getting information out, because I'm not sure what Court Reserve is.
Probably pickleball.
Is that something you?
Probably pickleball or tennis.
Court Reserve. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Pickleball.
I'm thinking
tennis,
court of law.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Okay.
Thank you, Fred.
Yep. Thanks,
well,
Brad.
we have that system here in our development, and we have a lot of pickleball players. So that's
Okay.
what it is, I'm sure.
That
Yeah, I'm
makes
sorry.
perfect.
I was thinking more on the promotion side, so marketing side. But okay, go
I
ahead.
see what you're saying. Yeah. But well, I mean, it's a good point though. We are reaching people through those tools as well. Um, I'm scrolling down here to number 4. Can we extract the user data and event data from each of these systems? Yes, as far as the user information is concerned. They can't run reports on program usage after the transition. Like if they were to transition over to another platform, you can, and we talked about that last time too, if you remember, moving the data over to a new system as opposed to getting people to sign up fresh.
Mhm.
And I spoke with Monica more about that, in the past week, and she's kind of, they're still kind of weighing which would be better. We had first thought that that wasn't the way to go, but there are some positives to it, I guess. Who internally has access to these systems? So that's kind of listed above. So that under number 2, basically telling us the finance department has access to payroll and other finance management software. All taxes are managed by Becky, so she has access to that. So you can scroll back down. Does CivicPlus replace any of these systems, and how would it integrate with the other systems that the township has in place? CivicPlus has many modules, as we saw. There's like a wheel of all the different services that they provide. It could potentially replace the website, Community Pass, Constant Contact, and OpenGov. I think at first we're just looking to do the website, Community Pass, and possibly Constant Contact if it's not too much. You guys have any questions so far?
Boy, it sure argues in favor of one sign-on, doesn't it?
What was that?
It argues in favor of one sign-on.
Yeah.
It's just the 387 resident users on the website is an eye-opener.
Yeah. I mean, I also had a conversation with Jim Majewski, and he was, they're very happy with the OpenGov platform. We took a quick look at it. It does not have the park and rec programs that CivicPlus does. It doesn't have all the options and all the modules that CivicPlus does. And CivicPlus seems to be the leader of all the programs that are available. Dave Kratzer kind of, confirmed that as well. Would give us the most options. I mean, Jim is like I said, he's very happy with OpenGov. And they just transitioned to that a couple of years ago. So I think, if that were to be a serious consideration, I think CivicPlus would have to have a sit-down meeting and a presentation with him to see what's involved in moving everything over and how much it would cost. And of course, all the proposals and prices are custom, so it would take, a little bit of a deep dive to see exactly what would need to be done. And then on to number 7 there, CivicPlus is used by the County of Bucks as well. Are there any possible benefits users could have if we chose them? This is information from Monica. From what she understands, there would not be crossover, but the primary benefit would be that residents are kind of used to using the same system, so it's familiar. And they might trust a little bit more too. So, and then regarding the AI tool that Monica is considering using for Parks and Rec, the cost of that per year, let's see. If they do a multiple year agreement, it's less expensive. She recommends that they try it for 1 year and see how useful the data is. The cost to Parks and Recreation would be $16,800. So, and the gentleman from Placer.ai was on our call last time. He went through all the, how it works. The data that they would be getting is summary level data, such as visitors to location by time of day and so forth. They are not capturing any personally identifiable information on visitors to our parks and so forth. So in a nutshell, that's how it is. I guess the thing that's different about this situation is that, when we were recommending a website vendor, or when we were recommending, an app company, we kind of researched all the different possibilities and then kind of, gave our recommendation for 2 or 3. With this, we have not done that, but some of the township staff they have looked at all the different platforms that are available, and the consensus is that CivicPlus is, if we want to get going somewhere, that's the first step to take to merge the website and Parks and Rec programs. I don't know, how you both feel, but what I was thinking was, what we could do is kind of put this information in a report, write up our, if we vote today officially, write up our recommendation, and submit it to the township supervisors and suggest that they have a representative from CivicPlus come to the budget meeting or be available on Zoom at the budget meeting. So if there are any questions, they can hear from CivicPlus directly when they're considering this for next year.
That's a good idea.
And we can be present at the meeting, but I don't think it's necessary that we present because it's not our tool,
Well, we did see a presentation. Jill, you and I saw the presentation from CivicPlus, and I was impressed with their offerings.
Yeah.
The township's coming to us basically saying they've seen the presentation, they've looked at tools, and this is a tool that's going to help them do their job. And if it's fitting within the budget, it's the Board of Supervisors to ultimately make that decision. Then I'd say I agree with you. Let's create a report based on what we've been presented to by Township and CivicPlus, and move forward with that. As far as Placer.ai, there was, I think Dan Grenier felt that there should be a review by the solicitor on some of the data.
Yes.
Or it wasn't the data, or was it the contract? But he did suggest that there should be something that they should look at.
That's right. Yeah. And that's what we can recommend as well. I'll make sure to put that in the report as well. Okay. All right. Well, did we vote last? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Do we need a formal motion to about completing the report and submitting it to the Board of Supervisors?
I'll make that motion if you wish.
Okay. Thank you, Fred.
I'll second.
Thank you, Dave. Okay. Motion passes. We will be doing that. We'll finalize this report, submit it to the supervisors, be available at the meeting, for discussion, and recommend that they have the representative from CivicPlus in the meeting as well.
Great.
Okay, very good. And that was really the purpose of this call, to kind of go over these numbers and see if we had any other concerns. Let me just check the agenda. I know Dave has to go.
You have to peel off. So
Yeah. Well, let's
Jill.
Yeah.
Okay. It's nice seeing you guys. You think we're going to wrap?
I'm sorry.
Are you ready to wrap, or you want me to just?
I think
take
so.
off?
Because there's only 3 of us. Let's wrap it up. So, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion as well.
Okay. Thank you, Fred.
You're welcome.
A second.
Second. Okay. All right. Thank you both. This meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Sorry, I missed you at the building.
Sorry about that, Fred.
That's okay.
It worked out okay, though.
Everything.
Yep. Just stop your recording, Jill.
All right. Thanks.
Just stop your recording, and we should be good.